We're getting to the business end of the season. Just 3 home and away rounds to go in the VFL. Round 17 action comes this week from the Box Hill City Oval, where the Hawks take on Essendon, and it's going to be a Bombers lineup that is going in with plenty of confidence, David Rees-Jones, after their victory against Sandringham last week, and that makes it 4 on the trot for them. They're playing very good football.
Yeah, they were terrific against Sandringham, but they need to keep winning games to keep themselves in line for finals footy this year. And if they drop this game, it could drop them out of contention. So very, very important game for the Bombers.
Box Hill had a warm-up by beating Bendigo, and without wishing to be harsh on the Gold, that's what everyone has done this year with the Gold still winless. So for quality opposition, probably Essendon might come in a little bit match-hardened. And the thing we liked about Essendon last week was the contribution they got from their AFL players who'd been sent back. It was very good, the likes of Pears, Hill, Howlett, all outstanding.
Yeah, they were, and Stuart Kramer, he bobbed in there for a time, you know, and imposed himself on the match in the third quarter for a little bit, but they got some talented players there, but Box Hill, very, very hard to beat.
Yeah, and it's contrast, isn't it? They go from Sandy, the narrow ground at Sandy, the small ground where it can be bottled up, to the massive wide open spaces at Box Hill. So tactically it's going to be a different thing for Essendon, and it's a ground that Box Hill plays very well, as you said.
Well, that's the one thing about it. They are very hard to beat at their home ground, and they play the ground very well. They're able to kick goals from pockets, which you normally don't look to kicking the ball into pockets on grounds. But look, they're a very talented team, and that's why they've been up there in the top 4 for the majority of this season.
So all in all, there's a bit to look forward to. Hope you can join us for our coverage. Box Hill versus Essendon on Grandstand, our round 17 coverage from 1 o'clock next Saturday afternoon. The other games going on in round 17, Northern Blues. Well, their hopes of the final still very much alive, but the Zebras probably playing for pride from now on in. Bendigo, are they perhaps going to be able to get that first elusive win of the season against Coburg, who've been struggling a little bit? Werribee and Port Melbourne, well, they played officially in round 16, but that was the first game of the season, and the Tigers will be looking for a repetition of what they got in the first game because they thumped Port Melbourne.
Yeah, and both of those teams been very inconsistent this year.
Williamstown and Geelong, Cats will go in favourites anywhere they're playing at the moment, but Point Gellibrand, depending on what the weather conditions like, it's a very different situation playing down that ground, and Williamstown play it so well.
Yeah, and the VFL, you know, still has home ground advantages, and Williamstown is one of them.
And North Ballarat's the other one. They play at Eureka Stadium. They may be slight favourites at home against Collingwood, who've been playing some pretty good footy. Frankston against Casey, and the Scorpions will certainly go in as the favoured side there. So an intriguing round 17 coming up, and it'll be the Box Hill Hawks against Essendon with our match of the day on Grandstand.